morning, Wiser Nation. Good morning, family. So good to have you here this beautiful 20th of December. Good morning, Emmanuel Livinus, Eze Philip. Good morning, Deprie, GMW and GMC JT. We're dumb. Good morning, Oladipo. Mrs. Inspira, good morning. Amina Grace, good morning. Adeze Josie, good morning. Why is that name looking strange to me? No, I've seen this name before, definitely. Nancy Dehe, I am so proud of you too. 20 days. It's not the easiest thing to get up every day for 6 o'clock and sit down. It's not. So I am proud of you. I am proud of me. I'm proud of all of us. Good morning, Chinyere Obiobasi. Good morning, Grace Shalom, Hope Sam, Ekene Obika. I am so proud that we've made it this far. Rosalind Onolaja, good morning. Good morning, Michael Okorie. I'm proud of you, love. Akpan success, Igomi. Can you believe it? Day 20 already, right? You've spent data, time, energy. You've invited friends and family. Thank you. Good morning. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be of influence to the world. It's a great day to be tools used in the hands of the mighty God. It's a great day to be wiser. The world depends on our wisdom, and not just the world. Our peace of mind, our success, our families, our immediate communities depend on our wisdom, because the quality of wisdom we have will determine the quality of decisions we make, and those decisions affect everybody around us. So congratulations on being wiser. Desonya, I hope I got that right. Edafe, Melody, Osai Precious. Good morning. Good morning, George Ikoli-Spiff. How are you this morning? Do you have something to drink? So I just mentioned on the water challenge group that take note of what makes you drink water more. For me, I realize and I have come to agree that I drink more water when I drink directly from the bottle. When I use my 50 cl cup, I realize I struggle to finish. But when I just take the bottle to my mouth, see now, I just keep going. Sometimes I need to stop myself. That was how I put the first 75 cl to my mouth this morning, and I downed it once, just at a once. Whew. But when I take the 50 cl to my mouth, I will drink small, stop. Or 1 hour, I'm still struggling with it. So check what makes it easier for you to drink water. Is it drinking from the bottle? I have not drank from a sachet recently, but usually when I drink water from sachet, pure water, once I will suck it all up, squeeze it. I find I drink a lot of water when I take it from the sachet. So someone is delivering Bube's water to me, Bube's sachet water to me, because sometimes I just like to sweetie me. I also realized that when the water is a little cold, like I took this from the fridge this morning, I drink more than when it's room temperature. Can you imagine? And normally I drink just room temperature. So I've tried now to start drinking a little colder water, just slightly colder than room temperature or cooler than room temperature. Why? If we don't notice things, we may not make adjustments. Let me rephrase that. We need to notice things so that we can make adjustments for more productivity. So if you notice that you drink more water from the bottle, start drinking from the bottle. As simple as that. If you notice you drink more from the sachet, make sure there is sachet water around you all the time. If you notice you drink better from a cup, ensure you're always with a cup. You drink better with a straw. Just notice. If you notice that you drink more when the water is very cold, then drink very cold water. The goal is to be more. So we need to notice, observe, ask questions, right? So that we get wiser, make better decisions, and become all round better. Maybe you also notice that it's after peeing, every time after peeing, you get thirsty. So ensure that when you're about to pee, there's water waiting for you. So when you come out, are you there? Notice things so we make adjustments for better productivity. Good morning to Queen Esther Aliko Ogechi Otugo. I'm not sure I've said good morning to you before. Aluya, how are you, darling? I hope to see you soon. Ekene Dilichuku, good morning. You sent me a message I have not responded to. I will. I just remembered now. Emmanuel Ofem, Leslie, Joy Eagle, Florence, Emoware. Nancy Orman, good morning, mommy. My sugar Swedish. Good morning, Melody Francis. Yin Life, Zita Korea. Moment of worship. You wrote something that I want to mention. I'm getting wiser by the day. Hey, guys, I have something to ask for, please. Before we jump into the word for today, I have a request, please. I will be so grateful, so honored if you would do this for me. After this morning or later in the afternoon, but please, by all means, remember, please do it for me, yeah? Pick your phone, put it in selfie mode, and record a 10-second video. 5 seconds, just say, I am wiser, or I am getting wiser by the day, or just say, I am wiser, or I am getting wiser. That's all I want. Please, will you do it for me, please? And then drop it in the WhatsApp group. Or better still, you can drop it in the WhatsApp group so that those who don't know about it will start wondering why we're dropping these videos, right? Yeah. And maybe more people will get to do it. So you can drop it in the WISER groups. You can also send it directly to the official Joyce Daniels number. That's Nancy's number. Many of you have been communicating with Nancy's number already, so that we can just do a mashup video, put it out there, and hopefully invite more people to come in. It's the 20th day, but it's a great day for people to start who have never interacted with WISER before. Some of you now, I know you're going to say more than that. We'll collect it, but please try and keep it really short. I am wiser. Somebody might even do this, like, I am wiser. Somebody say, wiser. Somebody say, I have wisdom for 2023. That's getting long. Just do the I'm getting wiser. I am getting wiser, or I am wiser. Both. Somebody now is doing it right now as we're speaking. I love you. Thank you. Just send it in. Thank you so much. We'll do a mashup video and edit it properly and send back to everyone to share with the link so people can join us in, because we want to get wiser with all the people that we can get in together. I love you and I appreciate you. So let's jump into chapter 20. Just give me a moment, please. We're using the Message translation as always. Tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow we have Jimmy Tewe. I'm not sure what translation he's going to use tomorrow. We have Jimmy Tewe. I told you I'll tell you one story when Jimmy comes tomorrow. Coach Jimmy, who is excited about that. And on the 25th, we have George Ikoli-Spiff again. We might even have one special thing for you guys. That's Christmas Day. Oh, Christmas Day is a Sunday, right? We might just have one special gish. And then on the 28th, we have Honorable Sheyi Adisa, who is a member of the Oyo State House of Assembly. Oh my gosh, it's an excellent... Wait till you meet him. And of course, on the 30th, we have Dr. Emmanuella Umachi, my big brother. I can't wait to share all these people with you. Just stay through. Just stay through to the end. Wine makes you mean, beer makes you quarrelsome. A staggering drunk is not much fun. But guess what we are getting drunk on this season? Water drunkards. Water drunkenness will only do two things to you: to make you wee. You wee so much, you even have time to worry about what people are saying in your life. It is good to be drunk with water. You will wee so much, you won't bother about so many other things in life. We saw that meme the other day and we had a good laugh. Water would make your skin clear eventually. It won't happen immediately, or it will take time of drinking the water. Before the skin will clear, you'll be weeing, which is good for your kidneys, good for your bladder if you are not keeping it too long. Please don't hold up the water. The moment you feel like peeing, go pee. For those who are drinking water like us on the water challenge, you will need to pee almost every 30 minutes. So that's a lot of pee, but that's good. And you sweat so much more. Some people are sweating. It's hot, but the sweating will be so much more. That's good for your skin, good for the flushing out of toxins. So you will sweat. Wine makes you mean. Water makes you clean. Beer makes you quarrelsome. Water makes you awesome. Whoosh! A staggering drunk is not much fun. But you will make a lot of fun when you're always going to be and laughing at yourself and other people. That's just me making this up. So everything in moderation. If you must drink wine, if you must drink beer, drink it with responsibility. This is the festive season. I am not going to pretend like I don't have sense and think that some people here will not drink wine or beer. Just don't do it in a way that makes you mean, makes you quarrelsome, or become a staggering drunk. No, rather get drunk on water, get drunk on friendship, get drunk on the word, get drunk on things that will make the world a better place. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Somebody's saying happy birthday, Mommy JD. Whose birthday is it? What is happening? Today is my day, 48 years. My mom, tomorrow, my mom will be 48 years in marriage. That's my mother, everyone. She'll be 48. Herself and my dad will be 48 years in marriage. I just was wondering whose birthday. I'm saying birthday. Quick-tempered leaders are like mad dogs. Don't worry, tomorrow we'll celebrate her very well. Let me just get ready. Quick-tempered leaders are like mad dogs. Cross them and they bite your head off. But that's not us, because WISER has been telling us that one thing to do is to be slow to speak. Take some holy alcohol. Wow. Some holy alcohol. Oh, be called by the Holy Ghost. Amen. Quick-tempered leaders are like mad dogs. That's not us. And for those of us who have said in the past, and sometimes continue to say things like, well, that's just me. I just know that no. When it comes to anger, my anger is hot, it boy yam. Be careful. Let's begin to change what we say about ourselves and say, me, I am better. I am better. And oh my gosh, I saw something on Instagram yesterday. So from time to time, I go to the page of a lady called Emotions Doctor. I don't even know her real name, but I know her there as Emotions Doctor. I first came upon her when Mfon Ikpo featured her, or she featured Mfon on something. I missed that live session. I missed that one. But after that, I started going to her page, reading a few things. And so from time to time, when I get on Instagram, I see her posts. Gosh, this lady said something yesterday that it was so funny. We were all laughing, but it was so true. Now, it's linked to those of us who have said, well, this is just how I am. Or we blame someone. We say, well, I'm very quick-tempered because that's how my father used to be. Oh, when my mother shouted for you, that's how I am. My parents didn't teach me how to love. My parents didn't teach me how to control my emotions. She asked, please, pardon the language I'm going to use, but I'm going to use it because I'm going to use it. She said, who taught you how to do cunnilingus, oral sex? Who taught you how to do doggy style? Who taught you how to pin somebody's child on the wall? She said, did your parents taught you? Did your parents teach you? She said, you taught yourself, Abi. You taught yourself all those things. You will teach yourself emotional stability. Yes. You will teach yourself how to love and show respect. Your parents didn't teach you that one. You taught yourself. You will teach yourself how to. When she said it that way, I was like, oh my gosh. But it's so true. Many of us have taught ourselves many things. We've taught ourselves how to eat like this or like that. We've taught ourselves how to dress and combine colors. We've taught ourselves good and bad things. And I'm not saying that all those sexual things are bad. Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that we taught ourselves. So you will teach yourself how to control your temper and not say, my parents didn't teach me. Which one did they teach you that you try? Oh my gosh, that was like, at that time, I actually was trying to see how I could download the video, but it was late. I didn't want to disturb any of my people to say, oh, download the video. I wanted to just play the video for you. Maybe I will still will do it. Mechanic, if you are there, please help us. Send me the video and we will play it live for you here. She said, you will teach yourself. Stop saying my parents didn't teach me. My father was a drunk. He was always drinking. That's why I've taught myself drinking. You will teach yourself how to stop drinking because there are other things your father didn't teach you that you are doing. Don't say my mother was such a quick-tempered person. In my family, our temper. You will teach yourself how. Did they teach you how not to eat poo-poo? Only you by yourself, you saw poo and you knew you should not eat it. Now you will see that quick-temperedness is like eating poo. Yeah, that one, me, I just created it now, Sha. So you will teach yourself. We will say, I will teach myself. I will no longer say, well, this is just how me I am. I don't take nonsense from people. If they give me, I will give it back to you. You will teach yourself how to bite your tongue when you want to shout. You will teach yourself. Joyce, are you hearing? Joyce Daniels, are you hearing? You will teach yourself. You will teach yourself how to be calm when you're responding to people who have terribly annoyed you. You will teach yourself, Joyce, how to be calm when you're talking about something that has pained you, especially to the people who love you. You will teach yourself how to behave when you're trying to communicate displeasure with your love. You will teach yourself. Are you hearing, Joyce? You will teach yourself. You will stop giving unwise excuses like, that's how we are in my family. It's not how you are in your family. It's how you are as an individual. You have not taught yourself. You have taught yourself other things. You can't teach yourself. Number 3. So just like Tonbra was doing yesterday, we were getting out principles per verse, right? I wrote all 20. There were 28 verses. I think I wrote 27. I missed one. So you can write from verse 2 here. I will teach myself to be evenly tempered. Yes, I will teach myself. It's a mark of good character, verse 3, to avert quarrels, but fools love to pick fights. So when you find that you're the one gingering for the fight, somebody has misbehaved around you, around your friends, around your siblings. This Christmas period, some of us are going to village. There will be one village person, one person in that your family that knows how to find trouble. Your family members will say, I beg, leave her. That's how she is. I beg, leave him. But we all know that's how you'll be saying, no, let's teach them a lesson. No, please, no, let them. This time you will teach yourself to say, true. That's how he is. Just leave him, let him pass. And if I'm not going to know how to teach him differently with an even temper at the right place and right time, then I'll just let him be. You will no longer be the fool. I will no longer be the fool that will say, no, we'll pick this fight, we'll fight them today. No, I will drag you. I will drag you here. We will fight. I will show you that me, I'm not blind, I'm not deaf and dumb. I will show you. Joyce, you're wiser. I am wiser. I will avert quarrels. Sometimes I want to quarrel because I want to prove a point of how intelligent I am and to show you that I have superior argument. Joyce, you are hereby wiser. You have been anointed with wiser. You have been anointed with the wisdom of averting quarrels and not picking fights, no matter how the thing is torturing you or gingering you. You will look and you will come out your eye. Say amen. Amen. Let's drink some holy alcohol. Drink. Anointing for wisdom. When I'm about to quarrel, I'll go and drink water. I will just turn and say, let me go and drink water. And I won't come out again because I'll avert the quarrel. Oh, yes, I am wiser. Verse 4. A farmer too lazy to plant in the spring has nothing to harvest in the fall. This is about real planting in the ground. This is also about planting in people, planting relationships, planting ideas. What do we want to harvest from our children, for example? At WISER, I always like to bring it back to family. What do we want to harvest from our children in their older days? What are we planting in them now? Are we planting insults, quarrels, calling names, and hoping that they will just somehow automatically be loving, right? Well, they will teach themselves. What are we planting as seeds in the hearts of the people we work with, the people we work for, the people who work for us? Are we too lazy to plant seeds of joy, peace, cordiality? Or are we overlooking them altogether? What are we doing? What seeds are we planting? What seeds are we planting? That will determine what harvest we will get when it's harvest time. Am I too lazy to plant the seed of studying the book so that when I need the harvest of better behavior, better coordination, better knowledge, I would have it? That's waking up earlier or denying myself some TV or denying myself something just so that I can study. That's a seed time, right? That seed of picking the form and taking the postgraduate program that I want, or the master's program, or that training, that coaching, that seed of getting involved. You have bought the course, you have started it, you're in week 3, but you are tired. Like, you are what? TAYAD. You are tired. You get back from work, you have to join the class for 2 hours, do assignments. That's the planting of the seed. And wisdom, like John Obidi said, that it's poetic, and the poetry of it can be punchy. Sometimes we don't look at it as too lazy. The excuse, which is real, I always say excuses are real, is that you do have a lot on your plate. That's the seed time. You will harvest it in the fall. Finish planting the seed. When it's time for the harvest, you will have the harvest, right? So whether it's seed for business, understanding now that paying yourself a salary will help you. I remember the year I had to start paying myself a salary, when I couldn't just dip my hand into company account like before. Oh my word. But guess what? It helped me build. It helped me do so much more with money, because that's that pain of I've worked this whole money for the month, and you mean I will earn only this amount and pay this amount to other people. But guess what? That's a seed for the beauty of the work, of the harvest that I need. If I was doing everything by myself and paying it all to myself, guess what? Even WISER may not hold as it is, because there are people who are responsible for doing different things. That's seed. That's time to plant, so that when it's time for harvest, we'll have it. There's someone on this call. It is time for you to start putting in the seed of salary into another person's life to give you relief. You've been driving yourself. You do a lot of driving. You do a lot of work and business. It's time to take on a driver and give them the seed of 100,000 naira a month as their salary. That 100,000 that you have been trying to save for yourself. But guess what? It cannot take the place of someone else driving you, because in the time of harvest, you'll either be too tired, too sick, you are too weary to take on another thing on your schedule. You're too weary, then you might have fed yourself, and I'm being serious. I won't take it as, oh, it just happened. You might have fed yourself all the issues. Oh, drivers, hey, no, drivers will not spoil your car. Drivers will not do this. Hello, hold on. Have you also missed out the point that there are so many drivers that have brought peace to the lives of the people they work with? How about you fill yourself with those stories? And even if you're the only one who will have a driver that is righteous and honest, then how about you focus on that? Don't hold on to only all those bad ones that, oh, hey, drivers try to kidnap. Drivers, okay, fine. Now that we know that drivers could be bad, what are the measures to put up front to ensure that we know who we are bringing in as our driver? There are companies. In fact, I saw one the other day. Somebody was advertising. My brother, actually, John, was advertising this company that helps you do checks for people you're about to hire. It does all the checks to the background. I know how people have come to my house to check, in trying to confirm the persons that work with me. No, not work with me. Okay. So there was a time someone was living with me, and She applied. In fact, I told her to go and apply for this job somewhere. She applied and they said they were going to do a background check. One of those days she was not home. Somebody came to the house to check on her, know if we knew her, ask different questions. I was like, wow, there are people who actually do this. So when I interacted with the guy, he said that's his job. He works in a firm that does background checks on any kind of staff. They get to that location, they check, they ask around, and they don't come only once. They come a number of times just in case the person is lying, maybe that day, and they don't tell you when they're going to show up. So they might come, and today you're there. They come randomly at different times of the day. They come in the middle of the night, they come early morning, and like, oh, that person was here only once last week, you never see him again. It means they get another house somewhere, we will find you. So check. Don't just do the lazy thing and say, no, drivers are. No, that's actually lazy. That's actually lazy. Joyce, are you hearing? That's lazy. The hard work thing is to pay the price, to check all the way, go and know where they live, know this, know that, find guarantors, take the photographs. How many of us have photos of the people who work for us? Photos and maybe some sort of identification, if possible. Do you have a copy of his driver's license in your house, or his voter's card, or his NIN? Now that everybody has NIN, do you have a copy of the NIN and keep it in a file so that if anybody, you can bring it out and say, if you need, say, collect their BVN. I mean, there are just different ways to check now. So check and not do the lazy thing of, well, me, I will never get a driver. Nah. Yeah, you might also say the driver will only drive me. I would never leave the driver alone with the children. That's all right. Check different things and make it work by all means, so that when it's time for harvest, you will have a harvest. You won't be too distraught, tired to harvest all your hard work. Knowing what is right is like deep water in the heart. A wise person draws from the well within. But if there is nothing in the well, if we don't know what is right, if there is no wisdom within, when we need it, there will be nothing to draw. Today, I will fill my well with knowledge, right, knowing what is right. I will fill my well. Today, I will fill my well. I will fill my well. I will fill my well with knowledge and wisdom, so that I know when to draw. So I always have something to draw from in almost every situation. I dare say, in every situation, I would know what to draw. I will never be found wanting. Oh no, never be found wanting. Knowing what is right is like deep water in the heart. Let me quickly add, perhaps knowing who knows what is right is also very important to have. Have a compendium of people you can call when you need guidance on certain things. They might be friends, family members, mentors, but have somewhere to go. Know the authors that write about what kind of thing. Have Google close to you. Know what is right. Always check, confirm, reaffirm, so that you can draw from your well within. Lots of people claim to be loyal and loving, but where on earth can you find one? I'll tell you where you can find one. Somebody who is loyal and loving, you can find one in yourself first. I want to be loyal and loving so that I would be found by my friends and family. You see, many times we are looking for people who are loyal and loving. Today, I am loyal and loving. I can be found. I will be loyal to those who I believe in. I will be loyal with sense, meaning loyal to my family, loyal to my community, and I will be loving. I am that one. Where on earth can you find one? Right here. Hey, right where? Right here. Right here. I will keep the secrets of those who commit their secrets to my hands or to my care. I will be found as that person who is loyal and loving. Loyal and loving. Oh my gosh, do you know this is such a big responsibility we're putting on ourselves right now, as many as are willing, able, and ready to say it with me? I will be found. I am found as the one who is loyal and loving. Loyalty requires a lot of work, where you are loyal, so you protect this person, you speak the truth to them in the way they can understand. Telling somebody the truth and telling them the truth in a way The how we tell the truth determines the level of loving and loyal that we are. So I need to tell this my friend that she talks too much. I mean, I beg you, talk too much, Joe. That's not loyal and loving. No, 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 no. No, no, don't let's not mix it up. I mean, if we gosh, I want to build the scenario, but I'm also looking at the time. I mean, I know I love you with all my heart, and I want to see you thrive and prosper. And this has taken me so much to say, but I think that you should hear it from somebody who loves you and who is loyal to you. Just because I observed when we had the conversation with these people and that people and that people and those people, I noticed that you were speaking over a lot of them. When this person wanted to make a comment, you spoke over him, you spoke over her. Perhaps if you would wait and let them make their points to the end before you intervene, you'll be seen as someone who is worthy of more respect, who also, you'll be seen as someone who cares for the opinions of the people. I know that what you were saying was the one making sense. We just need to let them air their views so that they can trust you more. They can come back to you with more. Yeah. If I didn't love you, Amina, with all my heart, Amina Grace Jaffet. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't say it. And I know that it might seem uncomfortable right now, but don't be embarrassed. Amina, this is me. It's Joyce. Look, let's do this together. You know how you were there for me the other time. You've been there. So I'm being there for you now. Let's win the hearts of these people by. That might be one way to show loyalty and love to your sister, Amina, or I'm for God, Anuna, or Eze Philip, or Moment of Worship at the Mercy Throne, Pastor May, we. That might just be the way of showing your loyalty to the person you love. That might be the way to talk in love and not just to fight. Joyce Daniels, are you hearing me? Because sometimes we want to say what is in our hearts and correct people that we love, we actually love, but how we do it now is the determining factor. God loyal people living honest lives make it much easier for their children. So the ones that we say our parents didn't teach us, please let us teach our children. Can we just agree as simple as that? God loyal, let our children see us be God loyal, live honest lives. It will make it easier for them to have models to copy. Because many times children don't do what we say, they do what we do. They tend to become us. As much as we pray that they have better wisdom and knowledge than we have, they tend to become us for some time. So let's make it easier on them by being the people that are trustworthy with what is right. Leaders who know their business and care. Keep a sharp eye out for the shoddy and cheap. For who among us can be trusted to be always diligent and honest? We're saying, I think wisdom is saying here, don't take for granted that your loyal staff, your diligent and honest staff will always be diligent and honest. Something might tempt somebody at some point to fall out of line, even if it's for just a day. So we need to also keep a sharp eye out for shoddy and cheap. Shoddy means, I want to get the dictionary meaning of shoddy. Don't want to assume. Badly done. Write this report, do it properly. When we're taking our inventory, do it properly. When we're keeping our stock, do it properly. When we're typing the emails or sending the letters to people, do it properly. Use the correct grammar, the correct tenses, do it properly. Let's always keep our eyes out and not just take it for granted. Like, oh, that person is good. Many times we have a strong person. That's the person we tend not to monitor, right? We're not saying that you should check everything they do, but from time to time, keep a sharp eye out, right? Amongst even those who are diligent, that person who is very diligent, from time to time, check them so that diligence doesn't turn into pride that turns into sabotage. Sometimes it's the person that we trust so much that has been so good and may have been offended by something. And says, after all I've done for this woman, I've served her with all my heart. I'm always there for her. I'm always this. And she's not even showing me appreciation. Meanwhile, you think you're showing appreciation, but you don't know that you're not showing appreciation because you've not been observing. And the person just says, me that has all the company secrets, I will show her. I will show her. I think from today I will start, it's life. So just still keep your eyes out. Not to become cynical. No, it's not about cynicism. It's about doing the work, but check. Trust, but check. Exactly. Trust, but check. Switching price tags and padding the expense accounts are two things God hates. Don't buy it for 11,000. But before you get to the office, you change it to 15,000. And you now justify it and say, well, these people now, if you tell them that you spent 2,000 on transport, they won't even give you back. So let me just tell them, tell them I bought it 13,500 or 15 so I can make my own on top. God is watching us. God is watching us from within. He's far in heaven, but he also lives in us. He lives in you. He's watching me. Let's just say the truth. Make a case. I spent this on this. I spent that on this. Make the case. Make the case. And if you're in a place where you're constantly undervalued and unappreciated, you spend your money on transport, you work for the people, you go around, you do the market survey, you come back and you say, this is what I spent on transport, and they don't refund you. They do it once, twice, 3 times. Maybe that's not where you should be working. Maybe you should value yourself enough and leave there. But sometimes we're so hung up on, but I need the salary. Well, it's a price to pay. It's a tough decision, but tough decisions are what makes us tough people, right? Wise people make tough decisions. If you're in a place where you are constantly undervalued, I don't see any wisdom in staying there regardless of what you're being paid for. But then again, I always say that is usually very deeply rooted in self-worth and self-esteem, or like my sister would say, self-esteem. You may not have enough self-esteem and self-value for yourself. You may not have enough value for yourself. So you stay in a place where you are abused in the place of having a job, in the name of having a job. You don't have a job. You're in an abusive relationship where you are being used and not being cared for. And there are places on this earth where you will work and be cared for, or you create yours. You might need time, thoughts, planning to exit. Yes, I give it that. You must plan, think through. Yes. Remember, out of the wells, you will draw your wisdom if you know what is right. But don't pad the expense account or switch price tags because you are trying to take care of yourself within an organization. You now say, well, because they don't take care of me, I am now doing bad. Bam, 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 bam. Not allowed. Not allowed. Whether you're doing it for fun or you're doing it for a justifiable reason, no, you have still become a thief. And God hates it. And trouble is within the house of a thief. Young people eventually reveal by their actions if their motives are on the up and up. Whether it's young people or old people, your actions will tell your motives at the end of the day. And remember, hell is made up with good people with good intentions. So the motive will show. It will also, if the motive is really good, at the end of the day, the actions should show. The actions will show, because we will question the action. You meant good. You really wanted to work for us. That's why you were padding the account so that you will have enough money for transport. It's not adding up. You could have written to say this is the amount of money, or give us a vehicle, or the company should provide transportation ahead, or this or that. You could have written to say, I will not be able to go for this market survey except or unless I have extra 2,000 naira to foot my transportation bill. The motive, the action. So don't tell me that you padded this account because you wanted enough money to be able to go wide. Come on, your action is telling me that your motive was not pure. Let's argue it. So young people, all of us here, we're children of God, we're young. Even if you're 68, 69 or 70, you are a young person because you're a child of God. You are a children. So let's check. Your motives might be right, but the actions will tell. I'm not talking to this, my neighbor. No. In fact, I don't talk to her at all. I avoid her. Even when she greets me, I just do like this. Why? Because I don't want her to annoy me. I beg. So even when she passes, I just keep a straight face. She greets her. So I don't want her to annoy me. The action might have been a good motive. The action is telling something else. What the action might want to see is call her and say, look, the reason I'm not speaking to you is because of this thing you did and I'm still offended. How you can make it up to me is apologize, right? That doesn't mean I'll still talk to you, but at least I will answer your greeting. I want to live at peace. You too should live at peace. I don't like this thing that you've done, so I'm addressing it now. The point has been made. Let's move to verse 12. Ears that hear and eyes that see, we get our basic equipment from God. Hallelujah. God gives it to everybody. He gives to the good and the bad alike, as it were. What we use them to do will now be another story. Ears that hear, eyes that see, we get from God. So it's okay to ask the Lord to open your eyes to see what you really should see and hear what you really should hear. There's a prayer that I've prayed for almost, not up to 15 years, but almost 15 years as a master of ceremonies. I get into a hall, I get into a room, I get into an event venue, and I say, Lord, cause them to hear what you want them to hear and see what you want them to see. Because I might say what I shouldn't say, but cause them to hear different. I might do what I shouldn't do, even out of a right heart, cause them to see different. And believe me, there have been times when I goofed, but nobody heard the goof. Or even when I asked, did you hear this? No, I didn't see, I didn't hear. And I'm like, oh, wow, God, thank you. That's you intervening. Else they should have seen this or heard this, right? So give it over to the Lord. Right? This is my personal interpretation. You may have another interpretation for this, and please share it in the chat. I had one of our office drivers write to the manager to let her know how much he was spending personally to come and pick her up from where the car was always parked, which was far from her house. That was the right thing. Oh, come on. That was the right thing. We need courage to do that. Sometimes we are so afraid we don't speak up. If I tell them now how much I'm spending, they might tell me they don't want to give me this. Courage, it means he values himself. Oh, I love him. So today we value ourselves so much, we tell the truth. That's still from verse 11. Today I value myself so much, I ask for what I really need. I value myself. That's a what did Tonbra call them yesterday? It's a principle to take out of there. Please, Nancy, I trust you. You're taking notes because you share. I value myself so much, I would speak up. I value myself so much to ask the Lord to cause me to hear and see, because he is the giver of the basic equipment. Verse 14. Don't be too fond of sleep, oh. Don't be too fond of sleep, oh. You end up in the poorhouse. Wake up, get up, then there'll be food on the table. Wake up, everybody. It's time for, what's that song? Wake up, everybody. Where's that song? I haven't played that song in months. My goodness. Can you believe it? Team members, TJDO team members, you remember when we used to play that song every Monday morning for work? Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. We used to play it every Monday before our Monday meetings. Teddy Pendergrass. Can you hear it? Oh, it's a song by Teddy Pendergrass. Wake up. Take a note now, and please do yourself a favor. After WISER, play it. Listen to it. I listen to it on YouTube Music. You can find it on YouTube, but I like YouTube Music because I can easily put it on repeat there, and it can just play several times. Hey, so guess what? That's the song I'm going to listen to this morning. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Sleep might not just be the physical sleep of closing your eyes. It could also be the sleep of letting things go by without paying attention. Yes, it's been a while we played any of the songs on WISER. for different reasons, right? So don't sleep, wake up, collect your money, collect your work, because there's work before the money. Don't sleep, wake up. Era, 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 I don't know the words, but I have never even checked. Believe me, it's not something I really wanted to learn, but I enjoyed this. Wake up, collect your money, collect your work, collect the work, so that there will be food on the table. Food still comes from a place of work. God's grace doesn't take away hard work. Yes, some of us, not all, not many, some of us have stopped working hard because we believe God's grace will show up for us. Therefore, hard work. If I'm working this hard, then maybe I'm not trusting God enough. Go and ask Abraham that had 300 plus servants. Do you think it's just trained servants? They went through training, and he was most favored of God. He was working. He had farms, fields, cattle, and they had to rear the cattle. That's some serious work, right? So please don't mix the two. The shopper says, "That's junk. I'll take it off your hand." Then goes off boasting of the bargain. Many of us have done this one. You see them selling one phone. Maybe they say the phone is what am I saying for now? Oh, pair of shoes. You go to one yard sale. I said, this kind of shoe, how much? They say 4,000. 4,000 for waiting they don't wear. 4,000. Give me 3,500. This kind of shoe. That's okay, madam. Give me 3,500. This junk, this nonsense. See as the leg even day. They don't wear them. It's a yard sale you came for. Of course, it's used shoes. See as the leg. They see as the leather day. I beg, give me 3,200. Oh, yeah, madam, bring your money. In fact, take 3,000. Madam, bring your money. Go, Oga, take, pay. You pay, carry the shoe. Now go meet your friends. See this Versace Jimmy Choo. The people, they don't know say na Jimmy Choo that they sell. They sell at 3,000. I won't die. Now the girl tell me say na 4,500. I tell her say na 3,000 I go pay. She collect them. She no know wetin she get. Jimmy Choo. If she know this thing now, she know for sell 20K. She know for sell. Hey, my God! See how God don't butter my bread. Meanwhile, you were there telling her it was junk. To me, I just feel wisdom. God just has a way of putting humor in from time to time. So it's okay to say, I'm interested. You don't have to call it junk, but well, if that's what will help you get a better deal, then you can go off and boast to people, I got a bargain. Catch yourself when next you do it. Say, Solomon knew. Drinking from the beautiful chalice of knowledge is better than adorning oneself with gold and rare gems. Gems, I beg your pardon, GEMS, gems. If you would choose to buy jewelry or to buy knowledge, choose knowledge. That's what wisdom is saying. If in 2023 you have 5,000 naira, and at that time there is this course you see that you need, and that course is 5K. Meanwhile, your friend's wedding is coming and the fascinator is also 5K. Wisdom is saying, please buy the knowledge. This knowledge might give you the whole factory that will make fascinators tomorrow. If you had to choose knowledge. If I had to choose, I will choose knowledge. I will stand on the side of truth. I will stand on the side of knowledge. Verse 16, hold tight to collateral on any loan to a stranger. Don't do that nonsense and say, well, it's my cousin brother. Your cousin brother you have never met before. They told you that your father and his father and their grandfathers were once brothers under a tree. You don't know him. You don't know her. Collect collateral. Go and bring your original certificates. Go and bring your driver's license. Bring your PVC. Bring your mother's liver. The people that are collecting collateral in bank, you think they don't know what they're doing? Please, we are wiser. In 2023, some of us who have been burnt in the past by giving loans to strangers. When I say strangers, people, or I am interpreting strangers as people you don't know to whom, people you can't vouch for. You might be somebody you work with, you might be have been seeing them all the time, but you don't know anything about them. They work in your office, but you have no clue. You can still say on a level that they are strangers. You don't know where they live, you don't know who they're married to, you don't know anything about them. You just know that you see yourselves in the same office, and this person says they want to borrow one kind of money from you. Oh, no vex, I need collateral. Don't say, well, Joyce, we're kind. You know, I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm loyal. I am a loyal, loving person with sense. Bring your collateral. I would like to keep your original certificates. So give me all your original certificates, your JAMB, your SSC, your university certificates. Give me all the original. I'm going to keep them in this place that will be safe while I lend you the money, because you're not going to be able to apply for work anywhere else. Give me your original NIN. I'll give you photocopy, but the original document, I will keep it. Give me your international passport. Give me the hair on your head. For a stranger, beware of accepting what a transient has pawned. Somebody who is just passing by, somebody you're not sure. I am loving, I am loyal, I have sense. 2023 will not be that year that I will lend money or anything to someone like I have done in the past, and then they did me anyora. Or is it you could they cleared my eye? No, I am wiser. For those who were not here earlier when I asked for this request, I said, please, after wiser today, either now or later in the day when you have dressed up and done your makeup, you have combed your hair, please pick your phone and do a 3-minute, 3-second, 5-second video and just say, I am wiser. I am getting wiser. Record and send to us on the WhatsApp group, please, or send directly to the official Joyce Daniels number. Please just do that. I am wiser. I am getting wiser. Choose one. Either you say I am wiser or I am getting wiser. Or you can even do this. I am wiser. I am getting wiser. Any which way, please send us that video. We'll need it for a mashup. We will be so grateful if you comply. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hold tight to collateral on any loan to a stranger or transient. Verse 17, stolen bread tastes sweet, but soon your mouth is full of gravel. What you didn't work for, but you are chopping from, it might be sweet, but after a while, it will hurt you. It may not hurt you now, it may hurt your children. You know, a friend of mine, a good friend of mine actually, we've been friends since we were in secondary school. She said to me, she went to get a job somewhere. This was like 2 years ago, that COVID year, or it was maybe last year, we were on a flight together. So I was asking her how she was doing, this and that. And she said she struggled a bit, that she went to get a job somewhere. And when they mentioned her father's name, they said, oh, this is this person's daughter. Everybody close book. So your father was a wicked man. He was always eating from where he didn't labor. I beg, carry your load, go. Maybe you're like him. Can you imagine? Meanwhile, her father chopped the life when he was alive. I mean, he chopped it. She said it had closed several doors for her. She said, Joyce, I was cold. We all knew that her father was a bad guy, but now that he's gone, he's actually gone, it's closing doors for her. And so she still bears the name, but she had said that, well, at that time, she was still bearing the name. She said she was going to change her name and going to get a new name so that that name will stop closing doors everywhere she goes. They say, which name is this one? You know how you say, my name is Joyce Ome. Which Ome? Is it John? No, your father Johnny. Oh, wonderful. Your mommy Femi. Oh, Auntie Sweet Nancy commenter. They will ask you, which Monsoni is this one? Which Ebo is this? Which this Philip is which Philip? Is it Philip of Philip's Consulting? Our names follow us. Stolen bread tastes sweet. Soon it will be gravel in your mouth. Remember that the gravel in your mouth may not be for only you, maybe for other people. Wiser has been telling us from the very beginning. Wisdom has been telling us, just do right. Just do right. The bread tastes sweet. Keep it, please. and eat the one that is your own. They say half bread is better than what? Full chin chin. If all you have is chin chin, eat the chin chin, leave the bread that was stolen. Eat your chin chin and your granuts, right? Or your pap. Form your purpose by asking for counsel. Then carry it out using all the help you can get. 2023 is the year that we seek counsel. Like right now, we are seeking counsel. That's what many of us are doing here at WISER. We are forming the purpose of 2023 by the counsel that wisdom has been giving us for days. And then we'll carry it out with all the help we can get. We might need to get some support in clarifying direction. We're forming our purpose. Saying, for example, that in 2023, I am the one who will lend only to people I am sure of. That's part of your purpose in the year. It might be an action in purpose. I will be loyal and loving. It's purpose. I will be that person, purposefully loyal and loving. Of course, we might get even into more dire ways of defining purpose as per what I'm going to do with my life or my business, my NGO, my giving, all those kind of things. But form it by asking for counsel from the right set of people, including wisdom. Gossips can't keep secrets, so never confide in blabber mouths. Don't say, I know she did talk, but no, she's my friend. I don't know. If not my own, she go keep them. Let me just look at you, go chop your eye. Anyone who curses father and mother extinguishes light and exists benighted in darkness. I will bless my father, bless my mother, right? Even that my friend, last year on that, I think we had already landed when we got to the part of the conversation where she said, well, she thinks he did what he knew. He was just trying to survive. She's not happy with the results she's getting. She had always known that the guy was, this and that, but he did what he did. I'm going to change it. I would do differently. At that time, if he was alive, she might want to go and curse him out, right? Wisdom here is not giving us conditions to say anyone who curses father and mother that are good or bad. It just says anyone who curses father and mother extinguishes light. We will be light bearers in 2023. We'll honor our parents. So someone here who might have been very deeply offended by your parents, I mean your biological parents, and maybe not even biological parents, but you have been so offended by them. They did something that hurt you. When you had your baby, they took the baby away from you. When you wanted to marry this person, they refused. So they've done you bad. They're always asking you to pay for this and that for your younger ones who are refusing to do right. Every time they will tell you that because you're the first son, you're the first daughter, you must do this, you must do that, you do it. Nobody's appreciating you. You've been offended, you have cursed them. I prayed for healing for you. I pray for redirection of thought. I pray for healing for you so that you don't extinguish your own light, even though they were wrong. That you will take back those curses, go back, make amends, and then be clear as to what you can do and what you can't. That you will love, you will be loyal, you will not become a curser of parents because of what they did. No. You will refuse to fall into that snare, that trap, because you are wiser. I refuse to fall into the trap of cursing my parents because they did this evil. You've heard, you know it, that they did evil to you. But I won't curse them. I won't curse them. I will serve them. I will love them. I'll be loyal to them. I'll take care of them. And God, in his infinite wisdom and mercy, will judge them as he so pleases. Yes, I can still draw boundaries and say they will not live in my house. I would make sure in their house, I will send food to them. They're just not allowed to live here. You might still have your boundaries, but you will not extinguish your light because of what they may have done or may not have done. Verse 21, a bonanza at the beginning is no guarantee of blessing at the end. A bonanza at the beginning no means say go correct for the end. Wisdom is asking us to be diligent, start to finish. Keep our eyes open and sharp from start to finish. that there is one big quick win at the beginning doesn't mean I should let my guard down. I should stay loyal, stay diligent, stay focused. That I got a scholarship into the program doesn't guarantee I will graduate with flying colors. I got a scholarship in, I still need to do the work to ensure I graduate right? So a bonanza at the beginning. Oh, I made it easy here. Oh, I got in like this. Oh, they dashed me this, or they gave me a free pass here. It doesn't mean the free pass will wait for me all the way to the end. I would need to earn it as I continue on my way. Don't ever say I'll get you for that. Don't say it. We say it. Some of us will say, and that's how I am. No, 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 no. I will get you back. Wait for God. He'll settle the score. Whilst you're waiting for him to settle the score, put your checks and balances in place. My friend, you've showed me shege. You have cheated me. I won't get you back for it. I want my money, so I'm going to involve the police just so that my money can be gotten back to me. I'm not doing it to punish you. The moment they bring my money, they'll release you. I'm not trying to get you back. I will involve the police. We would confiscate your car or your this because I want my money back. The moment I get it back, I let you go. That's the two different things. Not I will show you in this life, I will make sure you are in hell. Yes, you have paid me back, but the fact that you ever tried to cross my step, hey, I'm out for you. God will settle it. Just give me back the one I want. I beg you. Collect it back. Oh, you showed me shege in this office. Watch your back. Wait for God. He'll settle the score. We are wiser. Somebody say, I'm wiser. Oh, I'm wiser. God hates cheating in the marketplace. Rigged scales are an outrage. Good people cheat because they're trying to break even many times. They're good though. They justify their cheating by na Nigeria kosamo na dollar. God hates cheating regardless. Say the truth. This is it. This is it. This is my price. This is my price. Not collect this one, but under the gari there's sand. I've loaded the a quarter bottom of the sack. I've put sand. The rest I put rice on top. And so at least we can make it. I beg. If you tell them now that you should buy this small bag for this amount, they don't go pay. So me, what I just do at the bottom, I go just put sand and load the gari on top. When I reach their house, they go no say, I beg na Naija we dey. This is just one very far-flung excuse or scenario. There may be other things that are even deeper than this. The very steps we take come from God. Otherwise, how would we know where we are going? Order my steps in your word, dear Lord. Lead me, guide me every day. Send your anointing, Father, I pray. Order my steps in your word, please. Order my steps in your word. That's a prayer for 2023. Constantly, daily, order my steps. Even when I think I'm stepping out of line, let it be that it's somehow within your will. Order my steps, because sometimes where I think I know I'm going might be the way to hell. Please order my steps in your word. Please order my steps in your word. I want to walk worthy, my calling to fulfill. Please order my steps, Lord, and I'll do your blessed will. Your word, the world is ever changing, but you are still the same. If you order my steps, I'll praise your name. Order my steps in your word. Order my thoughts in your word. Guide my feet in your word. Touch my heart in your word. So show me how to walk in your word. Show me how to talk in your word. When I need a brand new song to sing, I hope I'm saying the lyrics right. Show me how to let your prayers in your word. Please, Lord, in your word. Please order my steps in your word. Oh, Lord, order my steps in your word, in your word. Let that be your song in 2023. Order my steps. You can find it on YouTube or YouTube Music. Order my steps. Let it sing. Let's pour it out and say, Lord, order my steps, that even when I am not sure and I make a move, somehow find it, lead me back into the direction that you have for me. Lead me back. Because sometimes no matter what we try, plan, think we know, we are still about to fall into trouble. Lord, find a way that even in trouble, it will somehow work out for me like it was for Joseph. That he landed in the prison, but the prison got him closer to the Pharaoh. That somehow, she was wandering off in the desert, Hagar, but you still brought her into your plans and said, that son of yours, Ishmael, I will still make him a prince. And I won't let him die. See the provision I have made for him. See the well. Go there, Lord, order my steps. That even when I think I'm running away from what is wrong, you'll find a way and put me back on the path. Perhaps being in that place of pain might be part of my story. Lord, keep me there until I have learned what you want me to learn. Submitting to your will. The wonderful thing about WISER is that when you have to drop off, you can drop off. Oh, yes, please, because there are times that we just don't keep to the 7 a.m. That's why it's on YouTube. You can drop off and later come back and watch the remaining part. Oh, please. So if you must drop off, it's like 7 o'clock, Joyce, I need to go. Please go. Please, by all means, go. Come back later and watch the remaining 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, because Tonbra and I had this conversation yesterday when WISER was over. We're on for like another 20 to 30 minutes. I was like, this timing thing, yes, we want to really hold ourselves to high standards of 7. I said, but if I was to choose between closing at 7 and having to really say what I know I should say, I would choose this one. Oh, Lord, order my steps. So we will try. We will not take for granted the time. But if we can't and you must leave, please drop off. And maybe later come back and say, hey, what was the concluding part? Try. Please try. That's the benefit of what? YouTube. That's why we're not all in one room somewhere, right? We will try. Order my steps. An impulsive vow is a trap. Later, you wish you could get out of it. An impulsive vow is a trap. So try not to make impulsive vows. Try not to make commitments that you haven't thought through. This Christmas period now, many of us might travel to villages or travel to go and see people, and they say, what will you do for us next year? Next year, I will come and give you people well. Next year, I will do this. That you haven't thought through. Say, don't worry, next year, when I'm sure what I will do, I'll come and do it. Oh, next year I will pay the school fees for 100 people, and then by July next year, they're looking for you. They hide. You say, the money never come. I don't know, say, world could be like this. So don't make an impulsive vow. Say, next year, what will I do next year? When next year comes, we will know. Let me and my family go and think about it and plan, and whatever we can do, we will do. Be careful not to be trapped. There's so many people whose words are now taken for rubbish now because they have made vows they couldn't keep, including myself. I don't know how many times I said to my son, I will do one thing or the other, and I didn't do. So right now, just say, I will try. I will try my best. If I can, I will. But if you do make the vow, then try to keep to it. And Proverbs tells us somewhere, I think if we haven't read it already, it's going to come up soon, where they said, you have made a vow, you realize that you can't, go back to them and say, I'm sorry, I said what I shouldn't say, please, I won't be able to keep up to it. I just checked that I can't make it. Say, go back quickly and repent of it. Verse 26, after careful scrutiny, a wise leader makes a clean sweep of rebels and dolts. Only after careful scrutiny, you have looked through your house. You have looked through the people who work with you. You've seen that this person is a rebel. This one is a dolt, meaning somebody who can't think, who can't follow through, somebody who needs constant supervision. This is the year to get rid of them. Oh, yes. This is the year to write and say, please, your employment is hereby terminated. We wish you the best. We have attached 2 months' salary to this. Thank you. Goodbye and God bless. Don't, out of love and loyalty, accommodate rebels and dolts within your what do I call it? Your business, your space, and say, well, let me just continue to. They are constantly sabotaging you. constantly. They've been with you 1, 2, 3 years. They're always costing you so much. That's no longer love. WISER is saying after careful scrutiny. After careful scrutiny, Joyce, look through and say, no, this one, she has to go. She makes me talk all the time. I'm always shouting. No, 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 no. No, I have tried to practice all my methods of speaking. No, she has to go. Auntie, take. See your salary for this month and next month. Goodbye. God bless. Yeah. This one, no, 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 no. Always wasting things. We have tried to correct. We have put measures. We have done this. No. After careful scrutiny, make a clean sweep of rebels and don'ts. Don't confuse loyalty for accommodating foolishness. They are two different things. We are wiser in 2023. Love them so much that you send them out into the world to go and straighten out. You will love them, you will show them, you say, I recommend you go for this course, maybe we'll even pay for it for you, but you won't do it from this organization. I'm going to be going. How you say it, of course, in love. I wish you the best. This. Go. But madam, you say you love me. Why are you telling me to go? I love you so I won't kill you. If you work with me this year, I will kill you. One day I will come back and I will kill you. I love you so much, I don't want to kill you. After the last one that happened where we lost this amount of money because you overlooked this, it happened in January, it happened in August. After this, if you do it again this year, this one, I'll kill you or I'll lock you up, put you in prison. I don't want to do that. So that's the love I have for you. Just go. Take care. Where are all our, do the clean sweep. Well, where are all the original keys? Where are the this? Where are the that? Change all your passwords, change everything. Yeah, be good. If I kill you now, no, that's the love I have for you. Be going. Be going. God is in charge of human life, watching and examining us in and out, so we can trust him. We can trust him with all that we have. We can trust him to intercede for us. We can trust him to change things, to redirect, because he is still in charge of human life. None of us is guaranteed that when we sleep, we'll wake up. He is in charge of human life. So we can trust him in and out, right? We can trust him in and out. And I think this, verse 30 is the final one. Yeah. Verse 20, 28. Love and truth form a good leader. Sound leadership is founded on loving integrity. You see, love and truth. This thing which you do, I don't like it. I love you so much, I'm going to correct you. Sound leadership is founded on loving integrity. But if you find that if you find that it's not loving integrity now, you're struggling with the integrity, you have started putting small wickedness into your integrity. It's no longer integrity. We want to be sound leaders. 2023 is my year of sound leadership. I am a sound leader. So I will love, I will walk in truth and integrity. When I find I'm walking out of these three, I will redirect and readdress. Verse 29, youth may be admired for vigor, but gray hair gives prestige to old age. I take this to mean value the strength of youth and strength, value the vigor that comes with youth, value also the wisdom and the prestige that comes with those who have gray hair. Don't say, there is this saying, I say always strike the balance. What's that thing I saw on Twitter? I think that was last year. Before they will say what a child can, what an old person can see sitting down, a child cannot see standing up. Somebody now say, yes, we have drones. I think we talked about this at WISER last year. Somebody now say, we have drones now. Yes, we have drones. The old person with the gray hair might still tell you, don't let your drone fly over that compound. They will shoot it down. They have gone there. You didn't know that they had gone. So yes, you have drone, but the next thing as this drone is passing, boy, they don't shoot them, they don't fall. The wise person, the older person would have told you, your drones can work. Just don't let them fly during the day. Let them fly at night, because in that compound, if they see the drones, they will shoot it down. So still value both. Nobody is 100% custodian of wisdom. So in our youthful exuberance, let's still go back to those who have the prestige of history, the prestige of past experiences that we may not agree with, but we can learn from. Are you there? Yes. Verse 30 and final. A good thrashing purges evil. Punishment goes deep within them, within us, but highlights a good thrashing. So it means there are different types of thrashing. There's some thrashings that are not good. In this case, we're not referring to youthful gray hair because, yes, there are people in primary school and secondary school who have gray hair. My immediate older sister is like that. From primary school, she already had gray hair. She's my immediate older sister, but she's almost completely gray right now. So we're saying gray in terms of age and experience, not just gray for gray's sake. Whilst we value the prestige of gray, let's also link it to age. A good thrashing purges evil. There's the thrashing that is bad. There's the thrashing that does not correct the challenge. There's a thrashing that does not address the issue. So there are sometimes we put up measures without the conversation for purging. I'm going to cut the salary of all these people, right? But you've not told them why this is part of the thrashing. Oh, I'm going to reduce the allowance I give to my children. It's a thrashing, but do they understand why? They may not agree with it, but they let them understand it. Have the conversation. That becomes good thrashing, right? After my mother flogged me 40 strokes of the cane in I think that was 1990. I was in primary 4. She flogged me solid 40 strokes of the cane amidst cooking serious jollof rice for the whole family. My cousins were around that time, Uncle John, Uncle David, some other cousins were around. I think Amambi was around. The house was full. We went to zoo. Before we were going to zoo, we went to zoo and somewhere else. They said, Joyce, go and bring your shoe to wear. I brought one kind of shoe. Meanwhile, my mother knows there's this particular green shoe I always like to wear. I had played with white polish on the shoe. I didn't know that the white polish would not come off very well. So when I saw the thing was not coming off, I just threw it inside the shoe wardrobe and covered other shoes, used other shoes to cover it. By the time we came back, my mother said, Joyce, where that your green shoe? I said, it's there somewhere. Go and bring it. Let me see. At a dodge. Finally, I don't know if I was the one who brought it or she found a way. She brought her the shoe. She said, who polished? I said, polish me? It's not me, oh. This is my shoe. My mother, Joyce, you don't know, say these are gray hair, get sense. Oh, out came the bulala, and we started counting. The first 10, she will now say, the reason I'm flogging you is so that you will have value for truth. You will tell me and not lie. I felt that was good thrashing because she was communicating while she was flogging, but she didn't stop. And she said, I will continue to flog you until you tell me the truth. Because me, Joyce, me, your mama, I know say na you do am. This woman, after every 10, she go pet me. She go flog me 10, she go pet me. She go clean my tears. Then she go tell me, this caning, this flogging is for your own benefit. So that you will value truth because lies will put you in trouble. Joyce, who did the shoe? I say, Mommy, it's not me. Here, continue the next 10. She was cooking jollof rice. We were flogging inside the kitchen. Everybody was in the kitchen begging her. The whole Oame family. I'm sure inside that kitchen, there were up to 15 people begging her, Mommy. I still remember my big cousin, Uncle David. Uncle David said, Mommy, this girl cannot be lying like this with all this flogging. There's no child that can do this. My mother laughed. She said, na me born, na me sabi, I'm this girl. Don't worry. Yeah. It's okay to trash your children if you are sure with good trashing. I knew she loved me. I knew it later. At that time, I thought she was a wicked woman, but I knew this woman flogged me with love. After the first 20, we entered 30. She still did flog us. My mind, I said, there's no way the love in her heart will make her continue to flog me. No, this woman loves me too much. She will stop after a while. Shege Jaguar. She was flogging. I still did it. When we got to 40, that's the time the sense clicked that this woman is not going to stop. It clicked at that time. If for reach 100, hallelujah, I swear, if for reach 100, because that her love was unshaken. Her love was with loyalty and presence. Are you there? She for flogged me reach 100 if I no talk true. Somebody will say, but Joyce, supposing you really didn't do it, that's the wisdom of gray hair that you cannot just, mommy, we're done. Now me, they tell you, we're done. Ekelebe, we're done. Black on black. Is when she counted to 40, we reached 40. Not, in fact, she was not the one to count. I missed the count too. Because as she's flogging, she will say count. Everybody, please say, mommy, thank you. Please write it in the chat. Say, mommy, thank you for such trashing, good trashing. Good trashing. There are some of you that would need to ask some of your children to pack out of your house. There are some of you that will need to call police to arrest that your child that is a nuisance now. Because if you don't arrest that child now, they will die in wrong. It's tough love. It's good trashing. When they arrest them, put them in prison, put them in jail, put them behind counter. Then every day you'll be going to visit them in that police cell with food. I said, the reason you are here is because you will leave it here. You will not come out and be. It's not about disgracing me. No. It's about the good I know that God has in you. We needed to keep you here to contain you. And until we have a written agreement with you on how you're going to go forward, you will stay in this police cell. Some of us will need to love our children to that point. I'm telling you, you will arrest them. You already know that your child, that your brother, your younger brother is the one that is stealing in the community. Go and arrest him now. And behind the counter where you'll be paying the police to keep him, you'll be taking food to them every day. And say you are here to contain you so that evil will not destroy you. And I'm willing to leave you here for the next 2 years until you... Inside here, you will not get harder. No, you would know that. And you will prepare all the stories you will tell them. Inside there, you'll be giving them all the motivational things to listen to. Today, you will listen to Fela Durotoye, you will listen to Bishop T.D. Jakes, you will listen to this. When I come tomorrow, we'll discuss what you have heard. I love you so much. I will keep you inside this prison cell, this police cell. Yeah, some of us will need to trash our children to 100. My mama na police, so mommy, thank you for that trashing. Tough love, but let's be sure of the boundaries. Let's be sure of the boundaries. Remember, the conversation should be had. There must be a plan. There must be a plan, well thought through, maybe within the council of the multitude of counselors. But sometimes we will need to love tough. You will need to remove. Some of us will not remove it. We will not. What's the word? Not only would we not subscribe to the DSTV or the whatever plan, we might even remove the TV completely and go and put it inside the carton and put it on top of the wardrobe. No TV in this house, please, so that I can help reel you all back in. Yes, boredom is good. Where was it I read? I think it was this lady I follow. What's her name now? That talks about parenting. What's her name now? Posh, Funke Posh. I think it was on her page. I saw where she wrote about the beauty of boredom during this holiday season. If you don't follow her, find her. I think that's where it was, Funke Posh, and was talking about how some of us need to have our children bored this holiday. That boredom is good because within boredom, sometimes they become more creative. So let's not rush or let's engage them. TV, this, That's this holiday season, some of us will need to use the tool of boredom, clear out all the TV, all the internet, everything, and let them sit down and look at each other as siblings and let them start talking. Yes, this one is 14, this one is 16. Let them start having conversation. Take everything away. If we see that they are in a critical state where communication is completely broken down, which some of us are seeing. So we might need to do that tough love. I think we've said enough for today, right? Cheers. I'm about to go and wee. To all my water drinking buddies, cheers to life. Cheers to wiser decisions. Cheers to making the right decisions per time. Cheers to being filled with knowing what to do so that when we need to draw out of the well, we would have what to draw out of. Cheers to wisdom. Cheers to drinking water and being drunk on holy alcohol. That's my second 75cl bottle this morning. Cheers to life. Cheers to doing the video that I asked for. Please give us one very short video where you say, I am wiser, or you say, I am getting wiser. Send it to us on the WhatsApp group. I love you. Mwah! And I'm rooting for your best. Listen to that song, Wake Up, Everybody. No More Sleeping in Bed by Teddy Pendergrass.